So, some people have said Pat McAfee ruined WrestleMania main event between Randy and Cody. And I'm glad I've been saying this because now I can really talk about what happened on SmackDown. Even though I was going to talk about it regardless, but now this gives me even more incentive. Um, I'm going to be honest here. I did not expect Pat McAfee. I don't think anyone did. Um, but I don't have a big issue with it just because, unlike someone like a Travis Scott, no disrespect to Travis Scott, but unlike, him, Pat McAfee can go in that ring and it can work. You've seen his matches with Gunther and Adam Cole. He puts in the work. Um, Now, would I have picked someone else? Yeah, I probably would have picked The Rock. I think The Rock would have been a good choice, or maybe a Triple H. The only thing with The Rock is he's probably going to get involved with Roman and CM Punk. Um, so then you have to think about would have who else would you have picked? And from things I've seen, Kevin Owens. I've heard people say Kevin Owens and Aleister Black. Two of those names make legit no sense to me. I've seen people say maybe Stephanie. Stephanie would have made sense. I've seen some people say Cowboy Bob Orton. He would have made sense. But the issue with Cowboy Bob Orton is, there's not much he can do in the ring. Um, I think the issue with a lot of people is like McAfee is the one that had to remind Randy Orton. I think that's the main issue, but I don't know. I don't know. Pat McAfee watches wrestling, so he's been an announcer. I don't I don't have a big issue with it. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I think people are saying he's gonna ruin the WrestleMania main event. I think that's just honestly dumb. Um, Because I think either way, it's still going to be great regardless. To me, it didn't really matter who WWE picked. There's no way they can ruin this main event because of the history and the story between both of these guys. So I think people that are saying, Pat McAfee ruined the WrestleMania event is just honestly dumb. What I will say, to me, I still think Randy Orton and Cody should have been in no DQ. But other than that, no, Pat McAfee did not ruin the WrestleMania event. People that are saying it, it's just stupid.